In this video, I'm going to show you the easiest and fastest way to finish off your plywood on your woodworking projects. This will be a pretty quick video, and I'm going to work towards kind of my ultimate way. And no, it's not going to spend thousands of dollars on an edge banding machine. It's still super DIY. You actually need the least amount of tools to do what I think is the best and fastest method. But really, I'm just going to start and show you all the tips and tricks that I have. I think it's safe to assume that most of you that watch these type of videos maybe do woodworking as a hobby or just do some DIY projects from time to time. And as a video creator, I know I'm guilty of this. I think we all are. When it comes to applying some iron-on edge banding or something to plywood, it can just be a small part of a bigger build video. And I think it can be very misleading. Not that it's hard, it's not hard at all, anyone can do it. But the time that it takes, it is very time consuming. And to be honest, it's not fun at all. So like I said, here are some tips and tricks that I found to really speed it up. So starting right at the beginning, it is much easier to have your piece sitting up like this so you can apply pressure down rather than having it laying down and trying to stick your edge banding on the side or something. So it's much easier to have it up. Maybe you have a vise on your workbench, you can stick one piece in, but if you don't, you just I'll just use these squeeze clamps here, put that in there, and then clamp it down to your table. Really solid, and then when you're done, boom, pop that out, put the next piece in, just squeeze it in real quick. Works really well. I'm going to start with just traditional iron-on edge banding and then finish the video with a product where you don't even need to iron at all. But setting up multiple pieces really helps when it comes to iron-on edge banding in particular. You can iron on your first piece, and as many clamps or as big as your table is, you set up a handful at a time and just work it like an assembly line. Just iron them all on. And then once you're done with your last one, that first one has had time to cool down. It's not hot anymore. And then you can start your trimming and just work down the line and do that as many times as you need. You're doing 10, 12, 20 drawers. You're gonna have a lot of pieces to edge band. So just setting it up like this really speeds things up. I'm just gonna go ahead and iron a piece on here. Just cut this a little oversized so you don't want to worry about lining the ends up perfect or anything. Get that set on there. And you just want to keep the iron moving. You don't want to set in one spot too long. And this is what I mean, like in a regular build video, I'd speed this up and it seemed like it doesn't take long, but this is the part that can be very time consuming. So I just want to be raw and real with you guys and be honest. You just want to you can kind of bend down and look at it, see that glue melting and squeezing out a little bit. Okay, and while that's still hot, I have this speed roller. Go ahead and apply some pressure. When you're using real wood, you want to make sure you don't go too far off the edge and bend this over. I'll go ahead and do it just to show you. See how that like snapped? And with real wood, it's going to leave you with an ugly edge, not a clean cut. So don't do that. So I use this speed roller, but with any of this stuff, if you're just doing one project and that's it, you don't think you'll ever do it again, don't buy specialty tools. You don't need it, just a piece of wood. Just while that glue's warm, make sure it's nice and pressed down even. Just a free piece of wood. You don't need specialty tools. But obviously if it's a really big project or you plan on doing this multiple times, it definitely pays to invest in some good stuff. After that's had time to cool down, now we need to trim off the excess. And the cheapest thing you could possibly use is just a razor blade. All you would need is your iron, a small piece of wood, and a razor blade. Just hold that flat on your plywood to trim off the sides, and then trim off the ends, of course. But one tool I highly recommend, and all these tools I'm showing you, it might seem like this video is sponsored by FastCap. It's not at all. I purchased all these off Amazon, and I'll leave all the links down below for you if you want to check them out. But these are the flush cut pliers. They're flat on the back side. You just put that on the end of your board there and cut that right off. And like I said, I already broke this off, so it's not as pretty, but I'll show you on this end. Clean, fast, easy, all the good stuff. Now to trim off the edges. This is what I primarily use, and you guys are always asking me what it is. It was called the Bandit Edge Trimmer, but I just went up and bought another one just so I could show you guys. It's the Pure Edge Trimmer. You can get this on Amazon, but I will say if you are in the Midwest and have a Menards, it's a lot cheaper at Menards, so check that out. But this is primarily what I use. It's just got some recessed razor blades in there. Just set it on there and work it along. You've probably seen trimmers like this style here, and I have a love-hate relationship with these. There are some cheap ones that don't work at all. These are the Fast Cap brand again, and I found these to work the best for me. But the problem with these and doing both at one time, both sides at one time, is especially if you're using real wood edge banding, is the wood grain on the edge banding. It can be going different ways, it can be going up and down. And if you just run this along there, you can have a lot of tear out, and that can be a big problem with using trimmers like this. So for this example, I'm gonna go ahead and use it and see if I can show you what I'm talking about, or it might turn out good. No, that sounds bad. It actually wasn't terrible. It's kind of hard to show on video. Ignore that edge, because like I said, that's from where we broke it off. But there's a little bit of tear out right here. This is actually pretty good. That's the hard thing with these trimmers. It could be okay, or you could be really bad, because it's hard to tell in this video, but this grain is going this way on this edge banding, and that's where it tore out right here. So using something like this, you can just do one side at a time, and maybe you got to come back on this side this direction, or just take small pieces off at a time and end up with a cleaner cut. So I would either recommend go ahead and spend a little bit extra on the Fast Cap version. These seem to work the best for me, or something like this edge trimmer I have really good results with every time. So really it just depends on your actual edge banding when it comes to using real wood. If it's just nice straight grain, easy peasy, you can zip it off real quick, no problems with tear out. But if it's wavy, going different directions, that's when you got to be more careful with it. Just take off small pieces at a time with something like this. But now that we got it trimmed, the next thing I do, I just have this little sanding block. I think this is the Gator Micro Zip, I believe. And just hit the edges. And since this is wood that needs sanded anyway, you just go ahead and get that sanded right now. So there we go. We got great results. It's not hard. Here's some of the tools I like to use to help speed things up. But like I said, I'm just going to be honest with you guys. It's still very time consuming, depending on the scale of the project with that iron. So the next product I want to show you is something I really prefer using if I can, and it's called Fast Edge Edge Banding. So what I have here is some pre-finished maple plywood and pre-finished PVC edge banding. And yes, this is PVC, it's not real wood, which I think there are some great benefits that I'll get into. But Fast Cap this comes in any wood species you want, any solid color you want, and they do have real wood available in this Fast Edge as well. I'm going to cut it to size just like the other edge banding. In this example, I'm just using up a small roll that I have left instead of opening up a new one. So once you get really small on the roll, it could be really curled up, and this PVC can have some memory to it. So they make this de-curl tool. You can just put it on here and flatten it out like that. And again, like I said, this is only really necessary when you're getting down to where there's hardly anything left on the roll. But again, you don't need the specialty tools. I believe that came in a kit that I had. You can just take it, put it on the edge of the table like that to flatten it out. And again, you don't always have to do this step, only if it's really curled up on you. I just wanted to make sure to include that tip. So what this is it's peel and stick edge banding. It's got tape on there. You just peel the backing off. No iron needed at all. We'll just get it started. Peel that tape off and get it stuck. And it's pressure sensitive adhesive, so that's where this roller really comes in handy. And I will say, with it being PVC, you still don't really want to go over the ends, but it's not as big a deal. The wood grains aren't going to break like with real wood. Just apply good even pressure. I'm going to trim the ends just like before. And a big tip here, this stuff is very sticky. So The tip here is to have a trash can just sitting right next to you. If you're doing a bunch of this, throw it all right in the trash. But what's great about with this being PVC is you don't have to worry about the wood grain at all. You can just put this on there, zip it right off, no tear out. Next, you can still break the edges with just a sanding block to help make sure it doesn't peel up on you. But with this being pre-finished, of course, we don't want to hit the top. But what I like to use with this PVC stuff is this little cheap chamfer plane. Works great just to run it along the edges real quick, just to break that edge, smooth it over. I can't emphasize enough how much faster and more enjoyable this stuff is to work with versus traditional iron-on edge banding. You know, I use the white a lot too, but the pre-finished maple, pre-finished plywood, that's the trick to, bunch of drawer boxes, getting these done quick without the least amount of labor as possible. And I was a skeptic at first, this isn't a new product by any means, but I was a skeptic, peel and stick, edge bending, I don't know, is it gonna hold up? Is it gonna peel off over time? But I've had zero issues at all with this. And like I said, these are the tools that I like to use to help me get it done quick. So be sure to check out those Amazon links down below. Hopefully you enjoyed this video and were able to take something away from it. Until next time, take care.